Hey guys, Terrasoniq here, and I'm back with another tutorial. This one is for Twitch streamers, and we will talk today about manipulating your audio from your input device, in this case a microphone in front of me, and how to route this audio, route this into your streaming device. In my case, the streaming device is OBS, and the audio input here is my line-in input at the motherboard. So basically onboard sound. Everything else happens here. I'm not gonna show everything, I'm just gonna tell you guys how this is configured, and you have to figure out how to connect everything together on your own, because everyone has a different setup. Make sure your microphone input is right here. Also make sure your audio output is selected here. Make sure you use the right driver. I use the ASIO because I got ASIO drivers for my audio interface. And make sure you select the lowest possible latency to hear yourself in real time. For the first time it's strange, especially if you have delay, it's almost impossible to listen to. But if you have this in real time, like here I got 8 milliseconds, this is better than most people ping in Counter-Strike use this. Overall latency is around 11 milliseconds. This is really good. And then you go to a channel, name it microphone if you can, select the right input. Don't forget, microphones are mono, especially condenser microphones are mostly mono, unless labeled as stereo with multiple capsules inside. So if you select stereo inputs, you will get sound only in one ear because you have only one channel. In the professional world, we have two channels, left and right, for each in and output. Don't forget it. So select your microphone as mono. Make sure your monitoring is on if you use it. Then send your audio to the master output, or send it directly to an external output if you want just a single channel running all the stuff. I use my master output, so I put my master out on 3.4 and connect this to my onboard sound. And this works fine. As you can see, you can check the signal here. If you get an input here, you are golden, and if you get an input here, you are golden, and if you get an output on 3.4, you are really good. And then select your audio device here, my line in, and make sure you get sound. Always leave some headroom, especially while experimenting with the sound, and this will give you a nice setup to do crazy things. What you can do with this stuff? First, you can use Spectrum. Let's add Spectrum and let's take a look. This is how my signature looks like. You can see the frequency. It's around 261 Hertz right now. And this is where I have my background noise. It's not bad, but still there is some background noise. Static noise from the microphone and from my room. So if I want to remove this, I just select the frequency, like I want to cut everything up to 100, basically completely out. Then I want to slowly reduce from 100 Hertz to, let's say, 505. Let's do this. Select it like this, and here you are at 30 Hertz. You reduced this one, and here you are around, let's say, 530, 550. Let's do it like this, 560. And you can just bring it down slowly to remove all the stuff here. That will actually help you. You see the spectrum here. This is my input. It is before the equalizer. Let's add our spectrum to our master channel. You see it here? This is way lower. Let's adjust it some more. 1 kilohertz. Let's do it like this. Removed completely. Let's take a look. It's almost completely flat. You removed the noise, but you also removed a big part of your voice. People will still understand you, but you will sound different. But this is a good way how to deal with static noise and background noise and remove all the shitty crap that your cheap $20 headset is producing on your microphone. This is how it works. Let's turn it off and remove it. You can work with 3 channels, but with 8 channels, an EQ8 is way better. You can adjust it like to the kilohertz, exactly what you want. A second thing is what you want to add is a limiter. And I'm gonna tell you why. No, not duplicate, delete. Also delete this. A limiter helps you when you are clipping. Clipping means you are too loud. You got this magic number 0. Don't go over it. If you go over it, like this is how clipping sounds like. And believe me, you don't wanna have this sound on your output. Never. Don't go red. It's just like crossing the street. If you have a red light, don't cross the street. A limiter will prevent you from going into red.
Like test here, as you can see, I am clipping at exactly 0. I'm not going over it. But here, I am cutting almost 18 dB.
And this will also amplify everything if you crank up the gain. A limiter is your last tool to prevent clipping, but it will always cut the sound off. So every frequency that is too loud, every frequency that is over 0 dB will be basically chopped off. So like here, chopped off, done. Don't use it as your daily driver to prevent clipping. Use this as a last tool to prevent clipping when you are screaming, get excited, or something falls down and you scream like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you're blah blah blah." This is for this case. But keep it active. A limiter can help you improve your sound a bit. Don't play with the gain. Like try to stay between 6 and 12, -6 and -12. This is the easiest way. And then you can try to play around with some effects. Let's add like a pan. Let's try it like this. So this will give you some pan effect from left to right. Pan stands for panorama. This is actually pretty freaky. This is a simple effect. And you can go with a compressor. A compressor, if you tune it right, can give you a bit warmer sound, bring you closer to the 0, but you have to be careful so you don't clip. Right now I'm peaking at around -2, and this is fine, but if I scream I go over it. So use this careful. But this will improve the sound a bit and make you sound closer to people, and thicker sound is pretty good. But still, it is a simple tool. All the stuff is included in the digital audio workstation. Let's try something else. Let's try a plugin called Voxengo Voxformer. And this is a vocoder. You can have different presets here, and you can have really crazy stuff here. This is a simple vocoder, but it helps. Let's try hard compression. So this is basically a hard compressor. It will make you sound deep, personal and like up front, up close. But again, same stuff. You can go over 0 dB, so you're gonna check your level. You can use all kinds of effects here. Let me show you something. Let's try it like this. So this is made for a guitar. Or like this. Or just whisper. Like I said, you can try whatever you want. As you can see, I'm clipping right now. But for whisper sounds, this is amazing. You can have all kinds of presets and you can actually do whatever you want with the stuff. This is a simple plugin. It looks complicated with all these tools flying around and all these knobs looking at you, but this is a really simple plugin. And you always get presets with this stuff. You can make like a really old crappy telephone sound. Just like this. You got a lot of presets. And this is a really simple vocoder. Let's try a deharsher. As well, make your sound a bit softer. And it works. And you can add everything here to a preset. And you can also use MIDI mapping with additional tools to do whatever you want, switch between profiles, pre-configured stuff, and whatever. Where is the hard compression? Did I remove it? Who cares? Just gonna use this one. And like I said, you can use whatever you want with this stuff. This can help you improve your crappy sound, or this can help you get some really nice effects done. Look what you need. Find the right software for your needs. And remember, all this stuff can be found for free. Not everything, but all sorts of tools have freeware. You have free limiters, compressors, all kinds of effects, and also free plugins like a vocoder. Not this one, but you can find a free vocoder out there. And you can also find a free DAW. It is possible, and I think PreSonus has one. If I find one, I will link one. I certainly know that in Linux there is a free one, and on OS X you can also get some free stuff running. All the links can be found by asking me. I'm not gonna post them down here because this is my personal stuff, this is what I use. And if you really want it, you will find it. Ableton Live is pretty expensive. This is a test version that I installed here. I use the 8 still. The 9 is just a modern program. This is what you get, what you download right now is a demo. So we're gonna use this. If you have questions how to work with this stuff, ask me. It is pretty simple, but you have to understand how everything works, what everything means, and how to install, configure, and route your audio. That's it. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the content, and if you like, subscribe to the channel or visit me on Twitch, twitch.tv/CryoniCAngel. Thank you guys, over and out.